Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build a mountain, I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Planet Zoo Creations. Today we're gonna be doing some Planet Zoo again. There's also another series coming up. I have not made a video about it yet, just shorts to the people who have already seen it. You're gonna know what I'm talking about, but I'm taking in an exotic animal into my house. So if you want to see anything about it right now, check the shorts, and by this time that this video is edited, it might be out already, episode 1. But either way, I'm still planning on doing Planet Zoo and eventually in the future Planet Zoo 2. I did not have time to make an update video on the news that Planet Zoo 2 is gonna be confirmed for 2026 because I was doing this exotic animal. I had to make all preparations and look if everything was possible and etc, etc, etc. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoy, and then yeah, let's get right into this video. So today we're gonna be doing a Ocelot build, habitat build. So first we're gonna go through the general information, then we're gonna go into the build, and at the end of the video there will be a montage of the animal. So Ocelot. So the Ocelot or Leopardus pardalis is least concerned population in the wild, 40,000. The Ocelot, or the Latin name, is a medium-sized cat that lives in the densely vegetated areas of the southern USA and Central and South America. The Ocelot has a stocky build with rounded ears and a rounded nose. It has leopard-like patterned fur, orange and black rosettes and spots that form stripes down their body and face. Ocelots measure 55 centimeters to 100 centimeters in length, with an extra 40 centimeters to 50 centimeters added by the tail, and stand 30 centimeters to 45 centimeters tall at the shoulder. Males weigh between 8 kilograms and 18 kilograms, while females weigh less at 7 kilograms to 12 kilograms. Ocelots are a species of least concern, although the population is not fully threatened. I'm speaking wrong on that word, but hey. As a whole, habitat fragmentation through the building of roads, deforestation to create farmland, and urban development that has extirpated the ocelots in parts of their natural range. Hunting of ocelots is prohibited in most of their range, but still the ocelot is sometimes poached for the exotic pet trade, where poachers will kill mothers to steal their cubs. There have been reintroductions efforts in Texas, USA, to restore the historical range of ocelots, but wild ocelots rarely interbreed with captive raised ocelots, and the population numbers remain low and prone to inbreeding depression. Population monitoring efforts throughout the Amazon basin and other areas of South America indicate that these numbers are stable. Oh, and by the way, if you guys hear me talking through my nose a little bit, that's because I have a slight cold. I also have some muscle pain, but that's not gonna stop me from making this video, because it's actually putting my mind somewhere else. So, no worries. I'm fine. If you're wondering. Excuse me. Okay, continents: North America, Central America, and South America. Regions: Southern USA, non-arid regions of Mexico, and throughout all Central America, all of South America except Argentina, Chile, and Uruguay. In biomes tropical, grassland, and even sometimes desert. Minimum habitat requirements for one adult: 534 square meters of land for one adult. They need 81 square meters climbing requirement. They do not need water requirement, and they do not need deep water requirement. The temperature requirement is a minimum of 13 degrees and a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius. They need a grade 2 climb proof fence that is higher than 3 meters. Species data. Species data, hold on 1 second, guys. Oh shit. Yeah. Excuse me. I dropped something on my desk. Okay. Social needs. The ocelot is a solitary animal. Adult cats only come together to mate. Mothers may spend up to 2 years with their kittens, and kittens may be social and play with each other before sexual maturity. Reproduction. When a female enters oestrus, she will attempt to attract males by yowling, long-ranging cries, and mark her territory with increased frequency. Males will also vocalize and mark, allowing pairs to locate each other. Prior to mating, male and female may play and nuzzle. Copulation may occur several times over the 1 to 3 days they spend together. After this, the female will attempt to repel the male by growling at him, chasing him, and being otherwise aggressive. As the leaves, the pair will separate for good, and the male has no part in caring for the female or offspring. During her pregnancy of 79 to 85 days, the female will locate multiple den areas in tree roots, thickets, and rocks. She then gives birth to a litter of 1 to 4 kittens in one of these dens. The kittens are born blind and unable to walk and remain in the den with the mother until they are 4 weeks old. Afterwards, they will begin accompany the mother outside of the den. The kittens begin to eat solid food at 8 weeks old and are fully weaned at 3 to 4 months old. At 3 months old, their mother starts teaching them how to hunt, and they remain with her until 1 to 2 years old. As the young ocelots reach sexual maturity, they disperse to become solitary, establishing their own territories. Pretty interesting if you ask me. Social group sizing, student juveniles 1 up to 2, up to 1 male, up to 1 female. That's exactly what we're gonna do, of course. 1 male, 1 female. Male batcher group size, student juveniles 1. Female batcher group size, student juveniles 1. Dominance none. Mating system polygynous. Maturation rules solitary. All mature offspring become outsiders. A relation with humans shy. Guest interaction, guests flee from ocelots. Averages, size. So for both a male and a female ocelot, the size is 45 centimeters tall at shoulder. For both a male and a female ocelot, the life expectancy is 15 years old. The weight, however, that is a difference. For a male ocelot, the average weight is 12 kilograms, and for a female ocelot, the average weight is 9.5 kilograms. And if you want to read the life cycle, go ahead by pausing the video right now. Research status. Fun fact 1. Ocelot mothers may move their kittens to different dens up to 5 times during their infancy to protect them from predators. Fun fact 2. The ocelot Latin name Leopardus pardalis translates to like a leopard. Oh, Jesus. Because I have to read so much, I'm having trouble with my reading. Fun fact 4. Unlike most cats, ocelots will skin or pluck their prey before eating it. Fun fact 4. Ocelots are excellent jumpers and climbers. They depend heavily on trees and shrubs to hunt and shelter in their arboreal lifestyle. Fun fact 5. Ocelots are occasionally kept as exotic pets. Famously, Spanish painter Salvador Dali had 2 pet ocelots called Babu and Buba. And then interspecies enrichment. The ocelot, of course, doesn't benefit from sharing space with other species. So now that this is finally done, I can stop reading and focus on the build. Because, yeah, that is gonna be a part for me that is actually nicer right now. Because, yeah, of course, I am struggling with the health a little bit. Well, just being having a cold. Okay, let's get right into the build, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I just took something to help me, hopefully. Alright, let's play. Okay, so we need 3 meters, higher than 3 meters, right? Let's check for... So 2 adults, so we're gonna need 645 square meters and 155 square meters of... no, 135, sorry. 135 square meters of climbing. That is quite a lot, not gonna lie. That is, they need a lot of climbing space. That is quite true, yeah. That is an insane amount of climbing, so I think I'm gonna have to check first into the climbing pieces to check what I'm gonna take. Okay. Grade 2, climb proof, higher than 3 meters. Alright. So a grade 2 shouldn't be that hard. Climb proof and higher than 3 meters. This is climb proof, right? Yep, and higher than 3 meters. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna place this. We're gonna raise it up to about 330, I guess. So if we do put climbable things in there, then it's gonna be fine. And we need 600 square meters. That is not too much. So I would say something like this, and I can still edit it if it's needed. But you gotta remember, it is 600 square meters of space, but also I need 100 square meters just of already climbables. Huh? What the what? Why is this not connected? Hello? There we go. 1,500 is too much. However, excuse me if I do cough a little bit during this video. I hope it doesn't upset anybody too much. I will try to limit it as much as possible, but I can't promise that I won't let out a cough here and there. I do have some drink with me to help me get through this. Alright, this is 1,000 square meters. Let's start with this and get the climbables in there. Okay. I kinda do like this one. However, it is really big though, indeed. Could also do this, but I do like that, so yeah. And then we should build around it, I guess. Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna need to make it a little bit smaller. What I'm gonna try and do is create like an under area here that basically fills up the spot with water. I'm gonna want to continue this trend over here. Let's see, is it possible? That's not gonna be possible. It does look good, but on space I don't think they're gonna have enough, so let me actually cover this a little bit up, this part. And of course it's raining again. I mean, it does look good. Because of the rain it's hard to see again, but I think this looks pretty natural, yeah. Okay, let's get the animals in. That's gonna be the next step. So I'm gonna type in Ocelot. We're gonna pick you. And then listing expired. Refresh list. Well, you're 3.6 years old, so a young male. So we have Olanta and Tamya. Alright. Let's move them in there. As it's just about to stop raining. And then we're gonna decorate this, because now it looks like a weird spot. I know. Okay. There they are. There we go. Alright, let's see. They're doing good on climbing, they're doing good on everything, basically. Traversable area. Apparently they can jump out on this area because of the mountain. Yeah, well, that's not so good. Then we'll have like a little mountain. Because, yeah. If I would change it, they would be able to get out indeed. So yeah, that's not what we want. Oh, you're already on this. That's super nice. Okay, they have hard shelter, which I can imagine. You can literally crawl under most of this. Lay here and stuff, so that is perfect. However, for them, putting something else like small might not be so bad as well, like this. The only issue is, if I do place it somewhere, they're probably gonna be able to escape, so... Oh, that's in the rock. Okay, that does not look bad. Now, just gotta raise the floor a little bit. That's alright, and I think even that they can climb on from this. So that's definitely not bad. And now we're going to be able to... no, I'm not in the right tab. Here we are. Okay. Okay, so now what they need is a better terrain. They have way too much long grass, which I do in fact. They do have too much short grass, which I do understand. They do not need rock at all. Rock is not what they desire. Too much soil right now. It's already almost too much sand as well. So what I'm gonna need to get is like a lot of soil in with like some grass spots like this. Something like that. Yeah, that looks decent. Okay. Let's go on to plants, because yeah, it's a little bit on the bad side. Desert, grassland, and tropical. Continent, North America and South/Central America. And there we go. Let's enjoy ourselves. Yeah, some cactuses. That is kinda nice to put these cactuses finally in a build. Brazil nut tree, yeah, those... Like, let's be honest, you gotta put them in, right? I forgot one thing, the water, the color needs to be... We could do Everglades, but I don't think that's gonna be nice enough, so let's do Amazon. Something like that, and let's create some bubbles in there. And let's make it a little bit misty. There we go. That should be everything we're loading. That should be everything that they want. However, I wasn't done placing the reeds. I do like the variety that they're giving with this, because it's an animal that is in a lot of places, you know. It likes to have a lot of stuff. So this allows me to really put everything in there that I really want. which I do like. Putting finally these cacti into an enclosure that I haven't really been able to do is really not really a dream come true, but it's definitely something that makes me wonder, like, yeah, that's kind of nice. Rainbow eucalyptus is like most Oceania, so I'm not gonna put that in there, as the animal is literally not South American. Oceania, sorry. However, I will make this a little bit of a desert vibe to it as well. They like it a lot, the fully... They don't mind if it's like full covered, so I'm really gonna go in on this and try to make it as much as a tropical forest and stuff. Jesus Christ. I'm not even gonna be able to plant this wombat tree. I mean, it fits, but I don't know if it looks good. I don't know why they keep teleporting. That's strange. Once I stop placing things and they still do it, then I'm gonna need to look into it, because it's not gonna be supposed to. Well, honestly, I don't think it's looking bad. I think I'm gonna leave it this way, guys. It's a nice tropical build, and then here some open space is not bad. So yeah, let's leave it at this. Looks good. Now we just need to put the enrichments, and that's what I'm kind of worrying about. So food enrichments, a bamboo feeder, frozen blood pumpkin, a piñata from a pronghorn antelope, piñata from a zebra. Let's place this. And then a skittle feeder. Toys, a block of ice, blood scent markhor, a cardboard box. Let's see where we can put it. A rubbing pad. And of course, a scratching post. Then a scratching tree. Don't know where I'm gonna be able to place this, but let's see if there's any place where we can put it. Apparently over here. The ground's sacked in a little bit over here, but you know, gonna fix that. Like this. And it's accessible. Why is it connected? Oh, that's not so good. Ah! Yeah. Okay, I see. It's accessible, This one is also accessible. This is also accessible, but it's, yeah, in the group. I didn't press exit, my bad. Cardboard box.
Woohoo!
Yeah, well, doesn't matter. A small ball, place that there. Small ball pumpkin. I'm not gonna keep putting the balls, you know. And a sprinkler, where would I want to let them have a sprinkler? Right over here might be nice. Okay, it's all a little bit packed full because of this, but I do like what we've kind of built from it. Can I not check the water? There we go. A little less mist. Alright, there we go. Okay, so then I think it's time to get into the montage, ladies and gentlemen, because I am officially knackered with speaking from this cold that I'm having. So, hope you guys liked it. I tried to do as much as possible with South America and Central America combined together. I know it could be a little bit better, but I do like how it's looking, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and then I will see you all into the next video. And right now, it's time for the montage. Bye bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna conclude it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and then I will see you all into the next video, where we're gonna leave the Americas behind and we're gonna go more to the eastern part of Asia. That's the only tip I'm gonna give. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all into the next one. Bye bye.